And this is, I'm sorry about that. Batman fans will say, as I said in my Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, but due to, like I said, with my Batman Arkham Knight Let's Play, I think it was 4. Hang on. Yeah, it was part 4. So with part 4, I said there was a personal matter that shook my entire family, emotionally and financially and whatnot. I'd rather not get into it, but today, here we are, back again, and tomorrow we will have the Raimi Army as usual, so this, it'll go back to the normal ways it was. So today I have the... Alright, fine, whatever. Anyways, I said, I have the anime batsuit from Gotham Knight as my stand-in for the Pattinson batsuit for this episode, because as you see, it has the collar, although not more exaggerated compared to Pattinson's, but still there's a collar nonetheless. And the little panel lines could be taken as, like, the edges could be thought of as the darts, but I say the pistons as for mobility's sake, because they're thinner on the more to the wrists than they are on the close to the elbow. But I hate the monofin. Makes it look like a shark. But whatever. Anyway, on we go. Today, speaking of Pattinson, there is a theory floating around about his utility belt, due to the fact that he has gun cartridge pouches on his belt. People think he's going to be using a handgun in this film. I forgot what type. I'm not a gun person, so... but I can easily debunk this theory. Pointing the theory at it being the where he is going to have his grappling gun parts of the grappling gun, like hooks, wires, or even CO2 cartridges. We have not seen what his grappling gun is going to look like in the film, so that's where I think that comes into play, because he doesn't need like too big of a pouch to carry all that in. And then recently Pattinson has actually stated that I remember saying reporting about the fact that he didn't want he thought working out was hard, but I thought he was absolutely sickened by it, like the countless hours of chicken and rice training. But apparently he sees it as a way he can transform himself from the way he already is, which, yeah, that's pretty good. But next up is that thing. I guess I took him too harshly, I guess, so that's it's my what the hell? That's my only complaint on myself. I doubt you're watching, but please know I did not mean you any offense. I mistook what you were saying. Next on the agenda. Oh, and also the Batman. Due to the scheduling shift in movies, the Batman has been delayed from June 25th of 2021 to October 1st of 2021, which makes more sense, as rumors have stated that they want to make it based off of the comic. Yeah, I know, I missed that, but I got it. There are rumors floating that they want to make it based off of the comic, the Long Halloween, which makes a lot of sense from a release standpoint. That they could set in October, if you're going to have it a Halloween story, have it be in October. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm seriously hyped to see the Batman. I thought his performance in The Lighthouse was fan-friggin-tastic, and I have no doubts that he will be a fan-friggin-tastic Batman. But for the love of God, please have Pattinson say, "I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman." Oh, hey, it's Sans. Hey, Nate. What's up? I could have done better. As you can see, my best time is 1:38. But, maybe we could push it. Anyway, that's But I'm hoping you're bad at driving. Really? Watch. I wasn't even trying. I was acting. Anyway, man, fuck that shit. Anyway, good news and bad news. Michael Keaton is back for the DC Extended Universe as Batman, so we're gonna have 3 Batman: Affleck, Pattinson, and Keaton, or his real name, Michael Douglas. Not to be confused with the Michael Douglas. You call that good? Being honest. The idea is to look like a badass, my friend. Voila. Eh? Suck it, Nathan. Anyway, so Keaton is back, hence why I have this Batman. I mean, I always have this Batmobile, but still, makes the most sense. So you crashed into everything. That was the idea. Watch, I'm gonna do a hit and run right now. Oh no, that's not mine.
He's on our tail. Outrun that thing. Come on, lose him.
Watch that.
Look out, Mr. Bad.
Hey, if you think my driving's bad, how about my fighting? Good. You wouldn't let me on the road. You haven't seen me actually drive in real life. Yo. I don't have car. I don't have a car either, but I can drive. But I don't have license. Confused screaming. I don't have a license because it was in my driveway. I was parking a car from my mother in my driveway.
Get away from it.
Could I?
Get us out of here. Try.
Anyway.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Don't worry, they're not dead. But I think there's a place coming nearby. Well, not in this area.
Now we got a bat with nothing to lose.
Starscream is hot. No frickin' way, he is not. Especially Bayformer's Screamer, he's frickin' ugly. And like I said, Keaton, he'll be coming back in a manner of, no, he is not. Bayformer's Screamer? Look into those eyes, my friend. Do those look like the eyes that would think you're thinking? Look at those eyes. Look at those deep blue. Saying of Starscream is hot.
Bye-bye, Arkham Knight. And good riddance, too. This town's got enough guys in charge.
Anyway. With that said, Keaton, he'll be like Nick Fury of the DC Extended Universe, where he'll be popping in here or there in multiple different films. Starting with the Flash movie with Ezra Miller, most likely not, due to the incident he caused. I think he might have been drunk. I'll play the audio. This is why I think it might be recast. I don't know.
Did you want to fight? Is that the deal? Whoa, bro. Fight? Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal? Whoa, bro.
That was Ezra Miller choking out a fan. Now, Ezra Miller, he's the Flash in the movies, so if I report it, you guys know it's going to be true, because I do not make lies. I am not a liar. Anyway, so I don't know if he'll be the same or if they'll recast him, but I don't care. I mean, no, I mean, I don't like the fact that he hurt the guy, but I think he was drunk. I think he was under the influence. He was not there in the head. Not all there at the moment. Might have been blackout drunk, like John Mulaney used to do every night before he shaped up. Anyway, so yeah, that's Keaton. Whether or not this thing will be back and he'll be driving, whether or not this will be back and he'll be driving it, is unknown at this point. But if you're gonna bring back Keaton, bring back the Batmobile. That thing is ferocious. And if I can see both Affleck, all three of them, multiple Batmobiles together that we have currently, like this one, and then the Affleck and Pattinson Batmobiles, if we can get those in the same race, oh man, that would be fantastic. The next thing is the continuing off with the, oh my god, look at that wingspan. Look at that wingspan. That's fantastic. I've never actually free roamed with this suit before. It came at my side. Anyway, as I was saying, Lego Batman sets from 2012, and then Batman 2, Lego Batman 2. Anyway, continuing off from the original sets, even though I prefer the original sets, even though I've never owned them, and I've only played the video game. Anyway, aside from the wave of depression that surged over me, we'll move on. The 2012 sets, okay, all in all, except for a few of them, they were just remakes. I wish I had the original Lego Batcave. Oh, hey, Bubsy. I wish I had all 13 of the original sets. But like I was saying, Wave 1, or the 2012 wave of Batman, the Lego Batman sets of 2012 were just reboots of remakes of the original Batman sets. Not like remasters or re-releases, but just all they were just the new minifigures, the new designs, but they were the same things that you got many years ago, back 6 years back. I have the original yeah, your sister was saying that. Do you have is it just the Batmobile, or is it do you have the Two-Face armored car? Yeah, but like I was saying, the only 2012 set that wasn't a remake was the I think, I mean, that was Batman. I mean, the other one, that was an original set that was the Superman and Wonder Woman set, but, well, I think we should include those since they were in Lego Batman 2 as well. So, unfortunately, just the Batmobile. I want to try and rebuild the Two-Face fan. Oh, so you had it? Or did you just have? Did you just get the Batmobile when you got it? Anyways, continuing on. The only set, and then I can't talk about the other character fell apart. Yeah, that always happens. But anyways, I was saying the bat. But like I was saying, the only sets that weren't remakes, except for the Superman, Wonder Woman set, and then the Joker's Funhouse set with Riddler or Harley Quinn, and then a Bat-Cycle and Batman and Robin. The Batcave? No, but that's the first of them, and then your remake, so of the 2006 sets. Like, oh, and then the other characters that were part of the Justice League and Lego Batman 2, they didn't make minifigures of the figures you see in the game until 2014 and 15. Well, that Cyborg hasn't been a figure. The Cyborg of Lego Batman 2 hasn't been a figure yet, but the, well, slightly tweaked with Green Lantern, and Flash, but they were pretty much the same, aside from a couple differences from game to figure. But Cyborg, he was the only one who was drastically different. I want a steel figure. You know, you can make one. You can make two different versions. You want Shaq? You just get a silver like a silver football or silver space helmet with some goggles in there over a black, or over if they ever made a Shaquille O'Neal figure for the basketball sets, just put that. Or if you want the actual one from the comics, just get the Super Adaptoid figure, and then one of the metal Zane heads from Ninjago and a red cape. The hammer is pretty easy, just kind of the same construction as the Ronin hammer from the Guardians of the Galaxy sets. Anyway, continuing on, you have the Batman, or, well, not Batman, with the, do you paint on minifigures? Yeah, I've been trying to dabble with that, but I prefer custom printing, honestly. It's more secure, and it's not illegal either. Like, I mean, painting, yeah, granted, that is kind of illegal. Like, painting isn't illegal, but I'm cool with custom printing if it's on 100% Lego pieces. I don't like Decool or any of the Chinese knockoff figures. I've only owned two in my entire life. Model paint works best. That's what I've noticed from the YouTuber custom Lego minifigures tutorials. But you're gonna need a sealant. Probably won't be as good as, say, a red line restoration. Anyways, I was saying. Like I said, all the remakes, so I'm not going to... I mean, all the like, the only one that really had any, brought anything new was the, only two, actually, that did something new for the, took something old and kind of tweaked it a little, were the Batcave and Batmobile sets from 2012. I mean, they were pretty much the same thing. Do you have any Shadow action figures? Are we talking the Hedgehog, or like, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Are we talking about the Shadow or Shadow the Hedgehog? The Shadow. Oh, do they even make those? I've never actually seen any Shadow figures. I know you'd have to ask my buddy Kenny. He is such a huge Shadow fan. Like, he is a big fan of the Shadow. I mean, he got me hooked into the film. I mean, I've seen a couple of episodes of the radio show, but you know, I never got into it until extremely until recently. But I've been working on it, actually. An impression. Let me do the traditional line. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Oh. I have two Shadow figures. One with a drawing gun action feature, and another with a snap-on armor. Are they Kenner? Because my buddy Kenny was saying that they were Kenner figures for the 1994 Alec Baldwin movie. Which, I'm going to be honest, is one of the only two Alec Baldwin movies I actually like. The other being Beetlejuice. Because I'm gonna be honest, Alec Baldwin, in real life and in other movies, kind of an ass. Very much an a-hole. A Shadow video game would actually be kind of cool, actually. But Alec Baldwin was cool in this. Who did he voice in that movie? I didn't even know. I'm not a SpongeBob fan by any means. I find it something I could never get into it. I just thought it was too childish, ridiculous. He was Dennis? Look, man, I only know that Scarlett Johansson was in it, and that's it.
Man decides to break all our limbs. In case you forgot, we just trashed the emergency room.
Finally cooled his engines. Good night. Dennis was Dennis. Anyways, I was saying, like I said, with the Batcave set, did you play the Batmobile arcade game? No, I have not. Is it still around? I know the '89 and animated Batmobiles were in it, but is it still around? I hate when they recall cabinets. I think recalling arcade cabinets started with Polybius. Anyway, I saw it at a bowling alley. Where is it still there? Anyways, I was saying with the Batcave and the two Batmobile sets, the only changes they made were villain characters for the back and a vehicle for the Batcave, and they added a bank to the bank scene, or the robbery and Batman and for the Batmobile. And they changed Two-Face's vehicle to a tow truck and added another henchman. But with the Batcave, what they did was they changed Mr. Freeze and the Penguin to Bane and Poison Ivy. Must be Batman and Robin season, minus Freeze. Odd. And then they replaced the Bat Blade. I'm gonna do it without the zoom in. They did the Bat, instead of the Bat Blade, it was the Bat Cycle, another Bat Cycle, not the same build as the Batmobile from, or not the, as the one from the Joker Funhouse. The Catwoman chase set originally had a Bat vehicle, but was changed to a street corner. That's another remake that they changed. Originally, it was in the original sets, it was the Bat Dragster, but with Catwoman's motorbike. But in the remake, they changed it to a street corner. Most of the pieces were a street corner, and then Batman had this Batman, proto-Batman Beyond jetpack kind of thing with the wings and whatnot. I like that piece, I'm not going to lie. But I want that piece in both black and blue, and I want it without the studs. Because if you're doing gliding, like gliding shots or whatever, that looks so weird. The only way I can see the studs actually working, I'm surprised there. What do you mean? But with the studs on the back, I just don't like how there's studs on the back. But the only way I can see them working is if you get one of those clear bars with, you know how there's like the longer bars with the 1x2 at the end and then the 1x1 at the other end. Yeah, you get one of those, you plug it into the back, you get a second one. I have both black and blue. Oh, cool. But like I said, if you put that onto the back of that, it works as a gliding thing for animation. If you take two of those clear bars, like they were used for the Lego Movie Cloud Cuckoo Land set, with the little sun that was floating about. Yeah, you get one of those, you get two of those, you plug one into the other. I'm surprised there's no Batman Beyond set or a Night Quest set. I honestly don't... I mean, well, I'd rather see the former first. I'd rather see a Batman Beyond a Batmobile set. I don't care if it's mass retail or Ultimate Collector's Series. Just give us that Batmobile, or just give us Batman Beyond figures that we can use. And also, I want a Mask of the Phantasm set too. But what could they do? You can't really turn the climax of the film into a Lego set. And I don't think they'd ever make a custom figure of the Phantasm. So Actually, the Phantasm is really easy to make in Lego. All you need are these 4 characters, are just 4 figures, and that's it. First of all, you need one of those all black minifigures. Without the head and head and hands. You need. They did in Lego DC. I meant an actual figure. I meant like one you can buy in a set. And that was my favorite DLC of the game. I actually might just replay it after I do this episode. That did not look right with that guy's hand. Anyways, I was saying, all you need for the Phantasm in Lego, all you need is, like I said, is put one, you need one gunmetal hand, or not gunmetal, but like metallic hand, and the other a dark gray hand. And also just one of those, not Wolverine claw, but they used them for, like I said, the jetpack piece on that Batman jetpack, and they've used them on Shredder, and they used them on Infinity War Captain America with the Wakandan shields. Even though those are incredibly inaccurate, I would have went for maybe a 2 black Night Shield that he could just clip onto him. They'd be flat, yes, but they'd have more. You could print on the detail and it would be a bit more accurate. But you just need. Well, it's got 2 blades. But maybe it could. You'd have to modify it a little. Or you could take a sai that, you know, they use on Raphael, clip off one of the ends, and take a pirate hook hand piece, cut off the hook, and then super glue on the or if Lego make the flaming sea? Huh. But like I said with the other things, all you need is the little Dementor looking thing from the, like that dark gray Dementor looking dude from the collectible minifigures series for the gray hood and cape, the cloak, and just the crossbones head, and there you go, you got the Phantasm. I've been actually working on an impression of him. I don't the Phantasm with the voice changer. Without, well, I don't have. I mean, that they had in the film for the character. I don't know if I showed you, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of people who haven't heard it. Joker, your angel of death awaits. Not as good as the original, but hey, if anyone wants me to voice the Phantasm, first I'd ask if I could voice Batman, but then I'd audition for the Phantasm. Because you think I'm gonna let this voice go to waste? I got the seal of approval from Conroy for doing this with him. The Eye and Vengeance. Whole thing. I needed some water. You can voice Batman from my show. I know you said I auditioned, remember? But do you have a Joker as well? I love doing that voice. Without letting anybody else do the Joker, I mean. But is it just Batman or like mostly Justice League characters like Superman or the Flash or Green Lantern? So I was actually thinking about working on a Green Lantern. It's going to be a crossover. It's going to be a crossover show. Okay. If you're going to do crossovers, can I audition for only 3 characters and 3 characters only? At the moment, that is. I can only think of 3 at the moment. Three being Superman, Flash, and Green Lantern. Wally West and Hal Jordan. I can't do Jon Stewart at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's probably my favorite Green Lantern. It's just that there are some black actors and characters I can impersonate, and there's some others I can't. Like, I can do Keith David as Spawn, I can do Sam Jackson, I can do Morgan Freeman. I just can't do anything Phil Lamar. But I have been working on a Hal Jordan. And I don't think anyone needs to go with a script or anything of any quotes that might fit any Green Lantern, because all you need to do is say, I'll have to see. Let me try Hal Jordan right here. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. And then for Superman, I can't for the life of me do a Christopher Reeve voice. That is the only Superman I can't do. I can't do Kirk Allen, George Reeves, Henry Cavill, or even any of the not as good as your Batman voice. Well, it's an original take. I'm not going off of Adam Baldwin or Josh Keaton. Just trying to differentiate myself. But with the only Superman I can actually do, I don't think I can do Tim Daly or even George Newbern, but the only one I can do is I just higher my voice a little bit and say going around as Brandon Routh. Let me try it. Well, I hope this experience didn't put any of you off flying. Statistically speaking, of course, it's still the safest way to travel. Granted, that was from the original 1978 movie, but Routh said in Returns, so it still counts. And then if you want me to do anything from Crisis, it'll be like, if I can do anything from Crisis and If It Hurts, it'll be like, I put this on, this crest. I forgot what he said with that, but it says, you guys love. Hope is the light that lifts us out of darkness. Hope cuts through. I must go back. Is there any characters I should kill off or not include? Or are there? Not is there, I'm sorry. Are there any Jason Todd. Instantly Jason Todd. That was the first thing that came to my mind. But just don't include who you don't want to have. Like, don't include, if you don't want a character, don't include him. But don't make it too major. Like, if you don't want, I mean, you don't have to have Aquaman. I mean, the greatest Justice League of all time didn't have, like the original 7, or that is, of the DCAU, the best lineup for me in the Justice League, they didn't have Aquaman, so, I mean, Aquaman's inconsequential. Besides, I see him more as a solo act, because, you know, the King of Atlantis, rather than being a major Justice League player, like on the same level as maybe Batman or Superman. I was actually going to add Aquaman. Well, I'm saying this is what I would do. I mean, you can. This is your show. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying personally what I would do. But it's a shame they didn't make Hawkgirl for the DC superpowers line, the Kenner. But I mean, you can. I guess you could easily make a custom. Like, all you need is a Wonder Woman. I'm killing off Harley. I didn't say Harley. I said Hawkgirl. Like Shira. But why Harley? What did she do to you? What did she do to you? Harley's funny. Well, not when Tara Strong is voicing her. But wait, that doesn't mean I hate Tara Strong. I mean, she's fantastic as Batgirl and Raven and a lot of other characters and whatnot. Her Harley Quinn, however, is just garbage. Like nails on a chalkboard. Bad. But like I said, with the Hawk Girl, you don't see her as a necessary. Ooh, which one, Hawk Girl or Harley Quinn? If you're gonna have anyone kill her, please let it be Keaton Batman snapping her neck. I mean, I don't like the fact that Keaton Batman kills, or any Batman kills, except Flashpoint Batman, because that's not Bruce Wayne. But Harley, okay. But if you do it, just have Keaton Batman snap her neck. Like, have it be a different Batman from the regular Batman. Like, alternate universe, but if you do, and then just break joke, and then have the Joker be like, "That's my hobby." Or have or a quick little joke like saying, "Geez, he did the thing I never would have done in years." Oh well, it was going to happen at one point. No, it's a little iffy. I was gonna maybe if the Joker's like, if like, just like he sees Keaton Batman snap the Harley's neck, the Joker anyway. This what Joker sees. He's like, he killed Harley. Oh well, it was going to happen. I was going to do it anyway. Trying to make a customs Zeranarth Batman. Which body mold are you using? Are you using the animated body mold or the Keaton or Superpowers Batman body mold? Because what I would do is I would try to source down wacky, or just even searching for a good one. Just find any, like, to me, I think the easiest way of going about it is find a body mold of Batman that's in in red. Wait, are his legs red too? I keep forgetting if the pants are red. I know the sleeves are yellow. But are the Zero pant legs? Yeah, because I got the purple briefs. That's right, that's right. I don't know, the legs are red, okay. I'd say get a red Kenner Batman figure. And then some purple paint. And then get another Kenner figure that's yellow for the arms. And I don't think you have to do the shoulder pads. But if I were to make a custom Kenner figure, it would definitely be two versions of Batman. The Alex Ross Batman and Flashpoint Batman. Those are the two I'd make. Like I don't know if it would have the holsters, but it would be Flashpoint bats nonetheless. But with oh, and the cape. The cape is the one thing you're gonna have a bit of trouble with. With the Kenner capes, I would definitely what I would do is I would just get a cape, gut it of the clip, like cut out the like take a knife, like maybe a box cutter or any kind of pocket knife or whatever, and then gut out the neck clip, and then just fabric, and then some super glue. I don't know. I never really collected. I mean, just my Kenner collection, which I don't have, but when I was a kid, my Kenner Batmans, quote unquote, were always the Imagine X Batman figures. I don't know where most of my Batmans are. My favorite Robin from that series was decapitated. I'll have to get that fixed. But I still have my Imagine X Wally West Flash. I say Wally West because I mean it's literally the Flash from the Justice League cartoon who was Wally West, because it's got the darker red, the white eyes, and the same logo as the DCAU one, with its just the single bolt. Like a lot of the times you get like 3 lines that kind of go like zig zig zig, but in the animated series it was just like one back. It was like down, up again, down. Anyway, oh, almost an hour in and I haven't even talked about the last topic. The video game was fine. It was pretty much just it's pretty much Batman and Robin. Then Batman and Robin, Superman, then the entire Justice League stopping the Joker and Lex Luthor with a deconstructing device that destroys most of Batman's technology, and then they beat a Joker robot. It's an okay story. That's pretty much it. In other words, 3.5 out of 5. Well, that's it. This has been the Super Special, and this is over. I'm a 9309 signing off, and yes, I realize the little thing at the bottom was the Raimi Army. See ya.